All right, people, just kind of a update for what's going on in 2026. A lot of you guys are new to my channel in the last year or so with Pinball Designer. We talked about it before, like why don't I do this or that, sell things. So I just don't get that much time, guys. So if I say right now I get 10 to 20 hours a week, I'm not here to work for other people for 20 bucks an hour, 30, 40. I mean, realistically, you got to pay me. I mean, $1 million a year is $400 an hour. I don't think anyone's going to pay me $400 an hour to do stuff. And also, with only that limited time, I can't really quit my job and just go, oh yeah, I'm going to work for you. And then you fire me or something doesn't work out so I just got to kind of go my own path. It's just what it is. So real quick, I have 2 playfields still from customers. I changed my circuit boards right before I got these playfields. I had an issue with the coil driver boards I did. I showed it in a different video where they're SMT surface mount soldered right on. Those transistors are different. They have different settings and parameters, and they were triggering each other off. So one, to turn them on, the voltage is a little bit lower threshold, so it could just be some interference. And also my circuit boards, I realized I have a trace line in there that's prone to potential interference. So I got some new ones coming this week. I want to put those in my game and the other game, make sure they work. Basically, I just got to do a bunch of testing. Right now I'm debugging a bunch of stuff and it's just eating up all of my time for the last week or two. Even my new motherboards, I had a different resistor on there, and that one resistor changed how my inputs were working. So I had some input reading issues and stuff, so I had to work around those. I've kind of installed, and again, baby just eats my time, so it's just time I don't have to debug. I wanted to have these 2 games pretty much done by like right now or pretty soon, with having both out the door. But yeah, this is kind of, I'm just stuck right now. So again, to the new guys in my channel, I didn't build Pinball Designer as a homebrew thing. It is my manufacturing software. I started pinball back in 2019. I played pinball for literally like days, weeks. And the game kept breaking down at the company that bought it. That was the first time I played pinball. I decided to make a company to build pinball machines within like a week to a month, maybe 2 months after that. That's how quick this was up and running. Designed circuit boards right away. I put out a whole documentary about how this whole thing started. So these are my circuit boards. These are not other people's. This is my software. These are not other people's. My goal with the whole company, and the reason I did this and spent all these thousands of hours and time, is I wanted to get into the market and be pretty much, what's the word? I guess untouchable I'll use. I want to build the best games for 4,000 bucks. So you can see I already built my own circuit boards. I got a leg up on other people that have to license circuit boards from other people. I don't need other programmers. I just don't know how to tell you. I'm a really talented software engineer. I spent thousands of hours doing this. I went to school at one of the best schools called DigiPen Institute of Technology, also called Nintendo University. And I met friends there, and some of these guys, it's all they did was play video games all day. So they go to school and they play video games all day and night. And one of those guys was actually recently my boss, and he was a good guy. But in my spare time, I was making my own video game engines. I was learning to program. I just spent all this time building a pinball company. So I'm not here to mess around. I've been using my spare time pretty wisely my whole life to build a company, and I stumbled on making a pinball company. So again, this whole company is made to have all of that stuff contained into my own product, where I'm making games that I still think right now, Pinball Eternal, you guys haven't seen it yet. Nobody has. It's got more stuff in it than every game I've seen, including Beetlejuice. So I don't really know what to tell anybody else. I'm not really telling lies here. I've been saying the same thing for 7 years. You guys have been seeing what I'm putting out. I could build, design, program an entire game probably in a month. So if I were to get, say, Megadeth, which is one of the themes I've talked about a long time, I've signed a contract with them right away. Or before that, I just say, here's the prototype of what we're thinking to do. Here's some code, modes, movie clips, all that stuff. I mean, if I could get 40 to 80 hours of work a week to work on pinball, we just knock this stuff off right away. Again, I'm talking about making my connected platform in literally just a few days, Other people think it costs $1 million. Other people say they got 16 software engineers. I think with just me right now, what I've just done in my garage, wiring these games up and stuff, I know how many games I can build a day if I don't even have a single employee. So with just me, I think I can build about 200 games a year. That gives me some days to build all my own parts and stuff. So we got to remember, I'm on pretty much everything. People, when you come on the market, if you think you can do something way cheaper than everybody else, you got to protect yourself. And I was smart enough to do this because, I was going to fly out to Pinball Life, shake the guy's hand and say, I need a written contract that says, if you have parts, you have to sell them to me, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And all I did was say I build my own coils. And I talked about it with EMG Guitars. They build their own guitar pickup coils the same exact way. You just spin wire around a spool. And, I'm smart enough because that guy went online and kind of attacked me. I've talked about this before. And in that same thing, I had the guy from Fast Pinball thumbs up that post. I had the guy from Multimorphic and American Pinball thumbs up that post. And I think one or two other people. But the point is, I got to protect myself. So I got to learn to build everything in some kind of fashion on my own. So I now have plasma cutters. I have laser cutters. We're going to be bending metal parts, stamping them. The only things I don't really fully know how to do yet, I have legs almost, I got a good idea how I could do legs. Coin doors, I got it. I think I could do them. They're not going to look exact. And lockdown bars. I got an idea for it, but I just don't know if it's going to work exactly. You got to have a proper metal die stamp to do lock bars. Maybe I won't do them the traditional way. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll work with someone. But anyway, I'm foreseeing that at $4,000 I think is going to be game of the year and one of the best games. And with that, if Pinball Life dies tomorrow, someone's going to probably buy that company, and it's probably going to be like Spooky or someone. If you watch some of their videos, they're like, hey, we got all these parts from Pinball Life.
Some of these parts being Pinball Life parts, bins full of magnets and pop bumpers assemblies, things like that. Other
scoops and stuff. You watch Turner, he's like, I got, parts, 100 sets of legs for my 100 Pinball Ninja Flips games. So like if that guy goes away and somebody buys that up, they'll just say, hey, well, we don't want to sell you parts because you're undercutting our business and stuff. So you got to protect yourself. And that's what I've been doing for 7 years. I want to be on all my own code, my own platforms, all my own machinery, everything. It's just right now I have a kid and it's taken a lot of time. So my mother-in-law's coming to help out. My wife's been thinking about potentially, quitting her job for a little bit. And all these things are going to just help me get this moving further along. But yeah, so just give me some time here. 2026, we should start moving forward. I really want to get on my first game. If you didn't hear, or if nobody's heard of it, what it's going to be is a mix of Medieval Madness. It's going to be a mix of the Iron Maiden game. And it's going to be a mix of Stranger Things. So if you think about the 3 key mechs in those games, collapse those into one game for $4,000 or less. That's what I'm looking to do. It's a full-size game. It's got the same lights, LEDs as everybody else. My cabinet lighting, I'm going to show off in a video here, but I'll just show it now, where you can see I have cabinet lighting going across there. Other people sell that for like $500. I might charge you like $40, $50, whatever. So, I have a means to build all my own stuff and very cheaply. And I can set the price wherever I want. I got a ways to go before I even hit 10 grand to charge somebody something. Looking at doing powder coating and stuff at some point. There's just a bunch of stuff I still have to R&D to get this company out the door. Anyway, I'm home. I got to eat. My time's limited, but I'm just kind of at a stall point. So once you see these first 2 games go out, that's kind of the floodgates. I got 2 games out there that work. I'm going to keep beating on my game here. I'm going to finish doing some more stuff with the Dumb and Dumber featured game that I did in my other video. I might add like a ramp or something. I'm trying to get my laser cutter up right now in my spare time too. So while the baby's sleeping and I can't work in the garage and make noise, I can still like set some things up and stuff. I'm working on my wire machine that feeds wires and cuts them. So all the cable harnessing that you see coming out of Pinball Designer for my games, yeah, we're talking about setting this stuff up. It's just been a long time, and it's just going to be a little bit more time. So what else to talk about? That's it, guys. Again, I'm trying to make games as cheap as possible. That's the whole reason this business exists. I think I got some cool ideas. I can do whatever I want. I got a wide open range for my bill of materials. I'm building every part in-house potentially, which saves a lot of money. And you're gonna see I can build thousands of switches, you know, all those flipper switches and everything. I might even build flipper buttons. I mean, I can build my own springs. I can order springs. I've talked to all these companies. You guys aren't seeing a lot of this, and it's gone back, you know, 7 years ago. But I've talked to a lot of suppliers for plastics and different things. I'm looking at options with printers for, I got a guy up the road that has a printer that another pinball company has that can print direct-to-wood playfields. And you know, when I get time and whatever, I'm gonna go take a piece of wood and have him print on it and do a clear coat and you know, do some testing on it. But there's just so much stuff I got to get done right now. Again, my times should be getting better here in March when some people help me with the baby. And man, I think that's about it. So I'll see you guys soon. We'll get you guys updates. I just wanted to let you know kind of what's coming.